Hello, I'm back with yet another exciting fall makeup tutorial for the coming winters. It is one of many, so stay tuned. And guys, as you can see, I'm wearing a matching top that will eventually complement my look after you've seen it. So let's get into the video. First of all, obviously I'm gonna tie my hair and make sure nothing is coming out of the band. I guess that's pretty much okay. And obviously moisturize your skin, your under eyes, your around the lip area. Everything should be properly soft and moisturized. Step 1, conceal your under eyes. I cannot stress this enough. Some people usually go in with the foundation first, which I do sometimes as well, especially for, you know, any party look. But for a routine look, I do not put on too much concealer, and that's pretty much the only time I use it, which is in the start of every makeup look. And yes, just use a shade which is closest to your skin tone and just conceal your under eyes with it. Step 2, the foundation. So I also told you in my previous tutorial that this is a series of minimalistic makeup looks, and I'm using compact powder foundations for this. I have an extremely dry skin, and for everyday looks I cannot afford to put on liquid foundation. Powder foundation coverage is awesome when it comes to routine long-lasting looks. Step 3, contouring. So start from the top of your ear in an angle down to your lips and do slow swiping motions. Again, I use powder contour instead of cream contour for a routine fall makeup look. Obviously contour your upper forehead, lower portion of your jaws, and the nose if you have to. Now today, since the fall look, I'm piling on another shade, a slightly dark contour over this one. I'm just going to add a tinge of it. As you can see, it's a day look, and that's why I'm just trying to avoid as much contour, but it's a fall look, so you can go exciting a little bit extra with this. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much okay. So step 4, the eyes. For the base shade, I used a warm orange shade. I am using the blending brush to fill in my crease and the lower portion of my brow bone. Use circular motions when it comes to blending, guys. And yeah, keep on doing it until you're happy. And as you can see, now I'm using a flat brush and going in with a darker brown shade for the outer corners of my eyes. If you notice, guys, like I'm just piling it on with a flat brush, and then I go in with the blending brush and smooth out any harsh corners. So I just decided to dab a little bit of it on my eyelids as well, since it's a fall makeup. It's not gonna hurt, trust me. So after using the orange shade and a very light brown shade, I am going in with a darker brown shade. It's a very chocolatey shade, but I'm very careful with it. I'm just using it in small portions. I'm not piling it in one go, and you will see the difference. You know, it does matter if you build it slowly or Now if you notice, guys, I do these flicking motions with the brush around the corners. It gives that bigger eye look and add those, you know, very nice shadows to the sides of your eye. You're gonna see the difference. Can you notice the shadows? Yes, it looks really nice. It gives a very angular look to the eye. Now, using my Naked 3 palette for a copper shade, I'm using a flat brush and I'm dabbing it onto my eyelids. It's a bit shiny, and that's why I'm just adding it onto my lids. Yeah. Yes, it's all coming together very nicely now. So now I'm gonna be using dark brown shade, and I'm gonna slowly build it up near the borders of my eye. As I told you in my previous video as well, that I try avoiding eyeliners because they can be very harsh, and since it's a normal routine look, I try to keep it as near to nature as possible. And now I'm going in with a charcoal grey, and this is probably the only bold color I'm using in my look, and I'm just using it to make my eye, you know, the lash line very prominent. Now I'm using the same light brown shade I used in my crease for my lower lash line. I think it's a fall makeup, and it's just so much about warm colors, like, you know, the leaves and all the shadows. So instead of going it with the bold black shades, I'm just adding a little bit of it underneath my lash line, the lower lash line, and yeah, it just all connects. So after removing the powder off my lashes, I'm coating my lashes with the mascara. I told you to go on very moderate with this, please. If you're not putting on falsies, and the falsies are not going to hide the extra layers that people usually put on the lashes, do not overdo it. Keep it very moderate. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just be careful. It should have its natural flutter. And this time I'm also adding another touch, which is the black pencil. I'm just lining my waterline, the upper and lower waterline with this. It's fall, I'm going extra, but I'm careful with the things that I'm going extra with. Now for step 6, I am doing the blush, and I'm using a very warm tangerine shade to blush the apples of my cheek, my nose, my upper forehead, and my chin. Okay, now step 7, the brows. So guys, if you notice, I'm not adding extras on very obvious parts like the eyes, but since it's a fall makeup, I'm going extra on my blush shade choice or brow shades, so just try to balance it all out. You don't have to make very bold eyes or bold cheeks. If you are making your lips very bold, then try to balance it out with lighter eyeshadows, and you know, it just depends on moderation. I have very bold eyebrows, so you know, that's why I have to keep my eyes a little bit under. Okay, so time for the lips now. It's the favorite part of my every makeup tutorial. So for step 8, I'm going in with a dark mocha shade first to set the right undertone. I am using a very cool toned shade for my base. Now I am using a very chocolate brown shade for a warmer undertone. I did not like it with the eye makeup. I tried it, but I think I did not like it. So now I'm using a pinkish tangerine shade to lighten it a little bit, because my lips are quite big and you know, it can add a very down effect. I don't know, it did not look good. So I'm making it a little bit lighter. And you can also see a very glam glossy effect with this. Finally, adding a very light brown shade to balance it out, and yes, I think I'm finally happy with the look. Now I'm outlining the lips with a very dark brown lip pencil. And I actually wanted to add a very autumn glam lip color today, and I needed to get the right nude shade. So I was using the colors to get me a nude that is not exactly skin tone and not exactly very pink tone. And now I've got the perfect darker brown skin tone that I needed. Now this is actually my prize-winning beautiful gloss. It's a very metallic color. It's almost some shade of golden, and you can tell that it can go wrong if you do not use it moderately. So I just spotted my lips with it, and now I'm just smudging it. And yeah, you can tell it is very great. I love the result of this. I just loved it. It just made it all very autumn yet quite glam. So actually I thought that the lips were too glam and I needed to balance it a little bit out. So I'm using the charcoal gray and adding it to a brown, I'm sorry, to the brown shade I used on my lower lash line, and you know, kind of making it bold. So I guess the look is complete. You can play with your hair. I am going for a very natural approach, so I will keep it as realistic as possible. So after playing for about 5 minutes, I thought of making a pony because the boldness of the makeup was too much and I needed to tie my hair up. So guys, if you want me to do more realistic and natural looking tutorials, please subscribe and leave a comment below. I really want your take and any of your wish that you want me to do, because you know, any of these simple natural looking makeup looks can even go wrong. So do give me more ideas and I will try to create more valuable content for you. This is one of the many winter looks I'll be doing this year, so stay tuned for more. I just played a lot with my hair today, but I actually enjoyed this tutorial a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a real pleasure. Goodbye.
Perfect.